Hello and welcome back to another forecast on GBPUSD. So after we had price deliver below this low over here, this January low, we have since then seen price move higher, and I'm of the opinion that this high is the target and price likely to tap into this area here, creating sort of a range. We tap here and then probably see a drop. When market opens, we might see price deliver lower to fill this imbalance over here. That's why I have this green line over here before we now move higher, taking out this high and then ultimately this high so that we can reach in here. Alternatively, we might see price open here, move higher before we drop to fill this imbalance. So on a weekly time frame, at least I'm expecting price to run this high, take a run at this high, and then tap in here. If we should now move to the daily time frame, so if you should look at it, what range is priced in currently? We do have what? This high over here, and we have what? This low. There's a range that price is currently sitting, and price is at a premium level here. We might see price retrace and tap into this area before we move higher, or price might just deliver higher, tap in here before we have a drop. So keeping that in mind, we now create the storyline for it. So what's the expectation? The expectation, right, is for price to continue higher to take out this target and then probably take a run at this high. If this high is respected, right, then we know that we might be coming down into this area here, right? So my expectation is for price to take a run at this high over here. If we should move over to the 4-hour time frame, let's get into it. We see a trend over here. After this low, we had what? This high, this low, yeah, this high, this low, and we are currently in the process of what? Creating a high, or if we should respect this high over here, and I see price drop below this low. So I should change this and make it a trend. Where do we see the last high and then the last low? We have this low over here, and we have this high. That's the last high over here. This low has not, created a new high, so we can't mark this as a new high. Hasn't gone above this high here, so we just mark it out for our high. Is the what? For our low. So my expectation is for price to, when market opens, we might tap in here before we move higher, or we just continue higher immediately. So I'm just going to draw my expectation. We might see a little bit of retracement to here before we move higher. So what's the trend? So this is for the 4-hour time frame. Now if we should go to the 1-hour time frame, what we'll see is price actually dropping, respecting this low, and we see price moving higher again. If price is to reach this area and respects this high over here, might see price drop below this low to fill out this imbalance, right, before we see price moving higher. Before we see price moving higher, right? So we will wait for what price would do when they reach this high. If they take it out, then we know that what we might retrace into this area before we now take out what this high over here and tapping into our overall, taking it around at this high over here, right? So let's wait and see what price does when price reaches this area. If we should respect this high, drop, taking out this low, fill out this imbalance completely, and then we move higher. Otherwise, we just deliver higher straight away. Okay, so if we should move on to the 15 minutes time frame. On the 15 minutes time frame, what do I see? 15 minutes, that's quite similar to what is happening on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, we can see a consolidation over here after price what took out this high from this block over here. We consolidated and pushed higher. Price retraced into the zone, respecting this low. We can see price moving higher again. If price is to reach this area, test it and respect it, price will take a run at this low, deliver lower into this area, filling out this imbalance probably before we now resume. So I'll be watching what price does in this area here. First few hours of the market open, we'll see what happens.